So, hello and welcome back to another episode of 2004. We're of course playing with the Anbennar fancy mod as Vængheim. And we're currently fighting the Bone Carvers, as they have seen to be a bit more of a main enemy in comparison to Garvid. Strangely enough. But yeah, we're fighting a bunch of orcs. Definitely not. Let's cause some trouble. Oh, you're reinforcing that. You're not reinforcing that. I would have been surprised if you reinforced that fight. You guys keep exploring. We're going in all kinds of directions. I would... Do I reinforce that? I think I'll reinforce that. They take the penalty and we might arrive in time. Oh, lovely. We're gonna start... There it is. We're gonna start colonizing, of course, these decent places for us. There we go. Another good fight. 30%, lovely. You guys are not sad yet, but you're close. I do have some stuff that I want from you. How much would that be? 37? Good. We should probably getting taking war score. Yes, we do. Now, they of course not gone, but we have got a decent blow in. We of course also miss a bunch of manpower, as always. Oh, that's what I wanted, but so be it. I guess there we get our war score. Optroll has been integrated. Fantastic. We are missing manpower anyway. 42. We need to get them sad again, and then we can basically do what we want. We could actually already do this. From trouble to toil. Mine heart falls no wrath for the troll, I seek only to bring them to doers of evil deeds, and trolls to evil deeds aplenty. Better from the Bardalic saga. The troll is a fascinating creature, possessed of an unending endurance and hardiness that rivals any that walks the earth. This we have seen in ample amounts, as we have set them to toil our lands and realm. When they are not possessed of the urge to destroy and kill, they are quite amenable indeed. Perhaps then they have done enough to earn their respite, perhaps with a final push they may join us as Garudian, at least in some manner. Monsters like us. The days of 1520 saw Vængheim at war, for Queen Frida I named all they saw as theirs, yet few would find their knees for them. And maidens many had their roost, with will to bring their knees to them, by spear if need be. Yet Vængheim built her roost on war and mercy both, and those who found their knees did live and were better for it. No, for in defense they took them to the bane of their foes. So it was that Vængheim met the giant realm of Optroll, who sought to bring them an end. Yet Vængheim was to be their bane, for they had friends in Dala who had in years of bitter learning found traps to fell the giants. And trolls did suffer mightily, for Manish, Weil and skybound maidens was their doom together. Then a troll named Freydis Oaktongue came to Vængheim and she said, oh, we know this one. I speak not for all, for many seek you dead, and they see lands they had and lost, and they would take Garudagot or take death for its want. And they will not be yours. But I have heard that you bring peace, and I would ask for such. For my clan and I know well your men as friends, and ours is a cruel end, if no peace can be bought. And Frida I said, you speak true, for many here would gladly take your head. They know your gifts of a chain-bound wrist, but songs of peace are new to them. If now you sing to me of peace, the gift of peace I give you. For I am under oath of blood and will not mute the song. And though the halted mother, Frida I bid Freydis to find her knee. So, throw the trolls we accept into a parliament, and they give manpower curry speed the more seats they have, and we get another hunt. Lovely. An earlock dog there. Well, we are currently still doing this war, so we're gonna first of all focus on that. I just want them sad now, actually, because that is already enough to finish that up. Maybe even get the other guys out as well. Let's quickly spread our strength around here. We could get the capital, now that I think about it. Oh, that's a lot. You guys come over here, please. Damn it. Alright. We are harpies. Damn it. That was bad. Is that also bad? No, we win that. Good. We barely win that. Okay, now they're sad. I'm gonna end this fucking war. This is stupid. Give me also your money. Okay. Well, that is stupid. It doesn't matter too much if this is a mess. because we can, of course, integrate them. Warden March, you get all of this. I don't care. I don't need to do anything else with that. You guys come together, you guys come here. And I do need to find the other hunt. While we're at it. And I think I want to reorganize the parliament seats now, as we now have a greater benefit. There we go, the horrible hack over here. Keeping up with the theme of the of having a lot of female troubles. Yeah, like I said, we are getting fairly full, and we are in need of manpower quite desperately. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Have your 8. We no longer need that tail 7, right? Yeah, we already done this mission, so we are gonna go for money making again. We're gonna join this. So, let's tell you to, wait. This is how we do it. We're gonna get rid of 5 of these useless ones here. And then just integrate you to it. So, damn it, my leader. You are not, no, you're not a thingy. Oh, but you can commence the hunt still. Oh, I thought I needed a leader on it. Oh well, I'll take it. It was in the days of 1521 that a pure hag Granny Kraga struck Garudia with a great host of trolls. With rite and ritual did she lend her host wicked cunning and cruel wit, for Granny Kraga was worse than evil song. Many did Kraga slay in battle, and blood and fire was offered to the people of Garudia. The queen in those days was Iona I, who made ready for war in Vængheim. Many skulls were in their service. One night a lone troll came to Iona's hall, and he said, I bear the tongue of Granny Kraga, and I ask you this. I burn your lands and slay your people, I take from you all things you defend. I call you weakling and graven, what say you? And Iona rose and said, I say thusly, you are a guest under my roof, your mother gives insult, for she seeks to bait me. Know that I will not shed your blood in my hall, and know that your evil songs are best sung to the open sky. Then did 4 strong wing maidens seize the troll, they flew him off the mountain, gave him to the sky, and he struck the ground mightily and was slain. And then Iona gathered the maidens of Vængheim for a great hunt. Okay. That seems still like, that seems like very much this Nordish kind of, yeah, technically I didn't do bad. Okay, I think we can technically... I mean, it doesn't really, I mean, it gives them influence. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this stuff. We need manpower now. A lot of manpower. And we'll see where we have to build the next roost. I don't want to just like go ahead and just build a bunch of roosts now. Just to make sure that we have the right place. There we go, we're gonna take that. We have no manpower currently, so... Oh! Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, Sokka has been doing quite well, I guess. Actually, managed to do the light eater. Okay. You do you, Sokka. You do you. We still need manpower, we still need money. We still need to get rid of our war exhaustion. But I think we've beaten them quite well. They're gonna have to take a moment to recover, just as I did. Oh! Then did the host of Iona come upon the camp, and wary eyes spied upon them from within every tent and beneath every cowl. A man named Helge sat by his fire, and he found his knee before Iona, and said, Plainly shall I speak, O queen, for though you be our monarch, we have been foes for many days. For I am a thief, and this is my homestead, and these people are my people, and we were beyond your law until today. Now that you have found us, I would ask your word that you let us be, and if this oath you give, we shall gladly aid you in your hunt. For many people know this land well, and would make fine sport of your quarry. Iona felt the eyes of their host upon them and said, Yours is a fair offer, though my people beg to differ, I give you my word. Yeah, we do that. I already feel my voice a little bit dying. There we go. Colonialism has popped up. So we do need money again. And it's gonna be spreading in the rest here. And this should be also done, right? We know this one. Still don't have manpower. Easy. Everyone worth its weight? Money. Okay, loans are gone. We can now finally focus on this here, I would say. We need 2 more workshops and a mage tower in Udvixten. Let's get to it. We do still have so many holes here. Notice the host of Iona came upon the trail of the quarry and it was fresh and clear. Long did it drag and strange grew their path, for the trail led hither and thither, doubling back and finding itself again. Soon did they spy one who would make sport of their hunt. Not Fey, not Roll, but a man named Asker, who was a hunter. Swiftly did the wing-taken strike at Asker, and with their mighty arms did they bring him to ground. Thus on his belly did Iona meet him, and said, I will ask you why you have put down this trail, O hunter, for much time has your toil stolen from me, and I am wroth. And Asker did say, Greetings, O Green, I would find my knee, but your maidens were quicker, and it is now theirs. The trail is not for thee, but for Hans, who is my neighbour, and whom I hold in contempt, for he has made me a cuckold. Then did Iona say, When time you have stolen, tell me of this place, and I will name your debt paid. Your drags are well late, I would have to tell you what you know of this place. Or Hans made you a cuckold, but a fool you were already. Bring me my whip. That's a bit harsh. This seems a little bit out of, not gonna lie, this seems a bit out of the ordinary. I'm gonna pick this one, which just cost me legitimacy. Yeah, there's 70% chance of getting cruel. Alright. Just randomly outstanding. Yeah, just whip this guy. Fuck him. We do have... there we go. Fantastic. This is done. We can continue exploring. I'm gonna save up the money for the institution first. We now should actually get a decent bid. Yeah, 20 ducats. Let me just really check this. 26. Okay. Of harpies and hags. Then Iona did hunt, not for Grandmother Glocka, but for a battlefield. And they chose a glacier, sent their wing maidens with bow and arrow to draw the trolls to them. Thus did the host of Glocka clash with the host of Iona on the glacier, and blood flowed so free as to dye the ice red. Yet Glocka sang her evil song, and great crows fell from the sky to peck at the eyes of Vængheim's host, and madness and fear gripped their hearts, and they fled to the field in shame. And Glocka said, Look at your flock, O Queen of Vængheim, and feast your eyes now on the hag Queen of Garudia, for I have taken the field, and I will take your throne and your people. But Iona, who alone stood red field, answered thusly, Much have you taken from me, but I am yet Queen of Garudia, and I am generous. You will have more than you have asked for. Then Iona took flight, and their skulls, who were concealed in the mountains, began to sing a cruel song of breaking, and the glacier split in twain, and 100 trolls fell into 100 yawning mouths of ice. Last to fall was Grandmother Glocka, who was light on her feet, yet was felled by Iona's spear, which fell upon her from the sky and pierced her. And she uttered a terrible howl, and fell to join her foul children in the crumbling glacier, and she was no more. We get a Tales of Heroism. And we get Hagslayer. Landfire and Landleader Shock. Lovely. Isgard, Front Serpents more. Sure. We're still missing like a shit ton of numbers. Still waiting. Ravenhill is also getting bigger, which is quite funny. Javerma is also nearly done. Lovely. And then we can step into this, and then we need to actually get Atlantic Reach done, right? Yeah. Okay, we have 2 dudes here, and we have 3 boats. All transport ships, sure. That is a slow way to get our navy, but it is a way. We need 1,000 for this, so let's... Well, that is still gonna be a while then. Garvet is... Oh, Garvet has a lot of allies now. Now that's not gonna be a quick war, is it? So, let's quickly do this. Lovely. We just are gonna relax for a moment now. We have done plenty of work. And I think I'm constantly saying that I'm gonna want to recover, but then I immediately start something else. That is silly. That is very silly. We can do this. Nothing here. We could do this, but we do not have... Yeah, we only have 33 crown land. And we are getting a lot of money in. I could also go for a level 3 admin... we don't have a level 3 advisor. Okay, I guess we do this, so we can get admission done. We will basically create a Tari culture. And they reduce shock damage. These are all better. These are all better than the initial ones. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna wait here. I want to get the thingy in first. That seems reasonable. We're not far away, to be honest. You also have a peasant war? Sure. We see also the rest of this, lovely. We can also continue on with you. This is gonna be valuable. We could fight Garvet if we wanted, but yeah. Garvet is, first of all, back to strength, somehow. And they have now a shit ton of allies. So... I feel like I need a navy first and as well to deal with this. And to be honest, if they have Vestam on their side, they have an even better navy. I think I don't want to integrate you yet, because you're also colonizing for me. Which seems like a silly thing to do then. We can also finally catch up with the tech. Yeah. That's gonna be very beneficial. And we do have a lot of territory here that we need to integrate. That is all gonna be... Nope. So, that's all gonna benefit us financially as well. There we go. Harassment of gnomes. Mill points we can spend. We have gnomes now. Good to know. Is that actually... was that a bad idea? No, it's alright. 27%. We really need to like upgrade stuff at some point. We have barely done anything in that direction. But there we go, our manpower is also coming back. This is a mess. I hate this. All of this. Yeah, Garvet is gonna be the next enemy. We need to become strong enough for that. Skull stuff, sure. You're all happy. Oh, I completely forgot that I can def these guys. Oh well. That was my bad. That is my bad. You should have like good stuff here, right? Sure. Dwarfs. Do you have anything interesting? Yeah. And Frozenmore also. Why not? It does give us a benefit. Sure. Now we're no longer that much in a rush. What have here? Einher, yeah. This just gives me like some hunting stuff. I don't need it. We need to work on this. We do have like so much stuff here to do extra. So we'll try to work for that. The age is changing, so we don't really care what we do here. You... The other thing is we don't have like a crazy leader anymore. Also we don't have a mage leader, so we can't just go wild. You get somewhere else that where you can stand? Good. I mean, we're slowly but surely getting away from this northern stuff here. Oh, Explorer died. Well, come back. Jamrock Court has seemingly dominated this area here. Am I gonna create a mess? Yeah, I'm gonna create a mess. Why not? Why not? So be it. You... Oh, that's a good explorer. I'll give you that. We could also do Balvador then, but I don't think I need to. That is just defensive, right? Yeah, Army Tradition and Army to Regain. Nope. I have other things to do. For example, colonialism. That is your problem, not mine. And I hope you act accordingly, to be honest, looking at the current... there we go. I was a bit wonky. Let's not forget this. There we go. Finally can embrace colonialism. Which always also give me this one ahead of time. Now we can build 2 workshops and that mage tower. Oh, there we go. We have a level 3 advisor available. We'll do that first. And then we still need to do all of this stuff. Okay, you... There's not a sea to explore. Oh, we did not build a navy? Yeah, well, yeah, that happened. What am I gonna say about that? It's completely clearly that what happened. Okay, but these ones are very reasonable. We can do all of that. Let's tell all of you guys to be aggressive in siege. Let's finish up exploration ideas, trade force, naval force, and claim stuff overseas. Missionary strength and live desire in Thingy, also nice. Oh, we have so much to upgrade here. We have so much money to spend. I will do this first. That is probably a bit too much to keep him around forever. Home safe. So hold close the hearth and let song warm the soul, for Fire Garudia is where we call home. From the old winter lullaby. The Tardik are home and clearly grateful beyond measure to be so. We are glad to have them, as they were stalwart defenders of the past in ages past and shall no doubt be so again. We've allowed them their autonomy thus far, a measure of our goodwill and benevolence, but as Garudia grows ever closer, we begin to wonder about their place. They may not be of the same blood as we, but they have lived in our realm as equals for long times since their first exodus. Many at the council call to unite them into our kinship, to bring them into the realm at large and grant them seats and representatives. It shall be a great undertaking, but a worthy one. They will become our guru. They will become guru in culture. They will be accepted. They give shock damage reduction, and a few places will change the stuff, and then we get a new hunt in Hivriat Holdi. This one is just yeah, we need to get the Alenix, so this is gonna take a while. Let's check out the new hunt. Right here. That's a lie. There's no hunt here. Okay. It doesn't matter where we put the next parliament, because we're gonna change it anyway. Where is the stupid hunt? Where did you put it? Is that just Kadesti? Am I blind? Oh, you put it here again. Cool. Alright, let me just quickly get into position to start the hunt. Well, that happened fast. And so it was 1526 that Nakas arose in the box and Myers of fair Garudia, and they did descend upon the cities of men in their thousands, and they stole, and they killed, and they drank, and they broke the queen's peace. Iona was queen in those days. A fisher named Portis came to them in Vængheim, and she said, Iona, my village is full of Nakas. For every step I take, I find 2 Nakas underfoot. They eat all the fish, and worst of all, they have stolen my son and put a Naka in his place. Iona rose and said, the Nakas have brought my peace and bled my people, so have they bled me. In stealing your son, they have stolen my son. I will fly out with you, and I will help you to take back our son, or avenge our son. And then Iona gathered the maidens of Vængheim for a great hand. There's always just like the small footnote as well happening. Oh, we convert stuff to region code? Well, that's not the nicest thing, but can't do much about it at the moment, can I? So, what next? What do we next spend money on? Workshops, right? Workshops, I think, is beneficial in these very places. We know this one. Mill points. Let me actually spend some here. So, groundland is also beneficial. This gives me a Diplo reputation, and I get more stuff here. I actually would like to get you guys a little bit down. This one, for example. Let's let this rise. Then the maidens of Vængheim took the sky, and their keen gaze fell upon the dominion. Okay, we already know this. Well, alone. Let's pay that back when it comes around first. And then we build the workshops around here. Thank you. These two places are enough. Oh, we know this one. Okay, well, let's do this first. What the fuck do you want from me? I have nothing to do with you. Sure. I mean, I feel like I should keep the level 3 advisor to finish up, well, technology. We are fairly far behind on everything. Oh. Then the Iona meet the forester of cunning aspect, and hastily did the forester find her knee and said, great is your host, O queen, and more do I pity your prey for it. I would offer you lesser glory if you have time to give. And Iona bid her rise and speak, the curiosity awoken. Near here lies an old grove, where my homestead grazed our sheep and gathered wood and herb for many good years. Yet spiders vast as mine hounds have made this place theirs, and made prey of my flock, beast and human both. Within our grove lies a barrow, in this can be found old gold, that belongs to the dead, and who, I say, would part with it gladly, that their living descendants may again be free to visit them. I guess we am alright with doing this slower. That seems alright. We can then of course do this. And do workshop, and wait. This also works, right? But you are not that high. Oh look, we have enough space for the workshop now. Oh, this is Dame's tier. This is quite beneficial, after all. Manpower is also... I mean, yeah, we're waiting a little bit longer. River Raiders, we know this one. Trade efficiency, because trade is not that important for us at the moment. So. I assume this is... no, wait. Iron Forge Skull Tower, so this one's actually... well... okay. Just wait until we are here again. Times and such, it all takes time. Let's take... I feel like actually we take the manpower? Or do we take this? Yeah. Easy. Next place here. We know this one. I guess there's only a certain amount of things that we can do. But yeah, the money is coming back, so we don't need to worry. But we also have a lot of bandits, I have to say. We also at some point are gonna do this Ebonforge steel stuff, but not now. So, let's do this. So, I want these guys. You get something, and you guys gave me settler chance. The trolls gave me manpower recovery speed. I can't recall, but you gave me shock damage, the Tadic. Then shock damage it is. So, I would be quite happy about some more of the stuff here. So let's focus on this. This does improve this benefit, right? I think. Or does it? It does. Okay, fantastic. I'm not gonna do more than I have currently, I would say. When you have a level 11 here. So. I mean, this is 10% settler chance. This should make this quite... oh yeah, of course, you immediately turn into the thingy. But you don't give me anything because you're too late. Yeah, lovely. 34% settle chance. Let's go. Let me just quickly do this. And then we wait with this. Then did the host of Vængheim come to a great mire, and they knew this to be the Neckar's realm, for bones and filth were strewn along the banks in piles tall as 2 men. Iona said, "Hark now, least of the giantkin, for the Queen of Vængheim has come, and I have come for my son and the son of Portis, and for my peace which you have broken." And so did the mire come alive of Neckars, who spilled from the fetid waters and the piles of filth, and who did give battle, well, lacking in stature, but greater in number than the maidens of Vængheim. The battle turned against Iona, who called their sisters to the sky, though they left many dead or wounded at ground, to their shame and the Neckars' cruel teeth. Then Iona flew to the tower of Gunnar, who was a skald of some renown, and they said, "Skald, you sing songs of Alos, but now your queen needs your voice. Do this thing for me and I will honor you." Gunnar, who was clever, said, "You honor me greatly, I will sing for you if you take me to husband." Iona agreed, and Gunnar sang of Elcasel, whose very name turned the great mire to ice, and the Neckars were struck by fingers of frost and they were slain. Iona told Bordis that as they shared sons, so did they share husbands, and so did Bordis and Gunnar marry, and they had many strong children. We win. That's weird. We get a Tale of Heroism, which gives leader siege and land leader maneuver. Fantastic. And we're also gonna end the episode here. So like always, like subscribe shenanigans, and I guess see you guys next episode. Bye!